It starts with a simple truth. Great leadership begins when you understand what makes you exceptional, and even more importantly, what doesn't. Too often, leaders wait. They plan, analyze, refine, and prepare again and again, believing that perfection will protect them. But in a world that moves fast, overthinking is overpowered. It's not wisdom, it's delay. And delay in leadership can be fatal. The strongest leaders don't wait for perfect conditions. They move, they act, they learn in motion. But action alone is not enough. This is the story of a leader who embodied conviction so powerfully that it inspired thousands and yet revealed a critical lesson about balance. One restless night, a voice cut through the noise of everyday worries. Calm, firm, impossible to ignore. It wasn't just information, it was conviction. Her name was Camila. She spoke about children forgotten by society, about pain, neglect, and invisible lives in the shadows of a great city. But more than that, she spoke about responsibility, about action. She didn't just talk, she acted. She built something extraordinary, a place where broken lives could begin again, a place filled with warmth, care, and hope where none existed before. For many, she became more than a leader. She became a lifeline. Walking into her world was like stepping into a different reality. Phones rang constantly, children reaching out, searching for someone who would listen. And she did, every time, with presence, with care, with intensity. Her energy was contagious, her belief unshakable. She didn't just lead, she moved people. And that is the power of a leader with strong spikes, those defining strengths that set them apart. Her spike was action, relentless, fearless action. But leadership is not just about your strengths, it's about what surrounds them, because every strength, when left unchecked, can become a weakness. There was a moment that revealed everything. A young boy stood quietly beside a life-size sculpture he had made, a sculpture of his twin brother. His brother had been killed, mistaken identity in a world of violence and desperation, a tragedy born from a system that had failed them long before that moment. That boy found refuge, support, a second chance, and it was because someone chose to act. That is leadership at its most powerful, changing lives, not just strategies. But as the organization grew, so did the challenges. More people, more resources, more complexity. And here lies the turning point. When conviction becomes absolute, it can stop listening. When belief becomes unchallenged, it can stop learning. The same force that built something extraordinary began to resist balance. There were no strong countervoices, no one to question, no one to slow things down when needed, no one to complement the leader's strengths with equally powerful but different perspectives. Because leadership is never a solo performance. Even the fastest drivers have a team that can stop the car. The lesson is simple, but often ignored. You don't fail because you act, but a strong, balanced team can adapt to anything. So build your strengths. But more importantly, build the people who challenge them.